Namaste everyone. Good morning. Hope you are all staying safe and happy at home. Right? Please follow the videos along with online classes. If you miss any class, you can follow this video also. Okay? So this video is about our second lesson, maps. Okay? In the previous class, we have learned about the advantages of globe. Yes, with the help of the globe, we can locate the places accurately and also the shape of countries, cities, continents, water bodies, etc. Yes, though there are many advantages of globes, there are some disadvantages of globes also. So in this lesson, we are going to discuss about advantages and disadvantages of globe and why should we need to prefer using maps and not the globes. Okay, and different types of maps, what is an atlas and elements of maps also we will learn from this lesson. Okay, so when you see carefully from the globe, you can accurately locate the places, but it is not possible to see the globe all at a time. Okay, the whole earth surface we cannot see it at a time, and not only that, it is not possible for us to carry the globe around, whereas a map we can take wherever we go. Yes, so what is a map? A map is a flat drawing of the earth or part of it. Okay, and a map can show you the world at one time. So it is not possible to flatten the earth surface. So there may be some errors also when you are flattening the globe. Yes, so the bigger the map is, the more the errors are. Okay, there are different types of maps. You can show the neighboring maps, neighborhood maps, map of your neighborhood, village, or even your school, country, etc. Okay, so this is an atlas. What is an atlas? An atlas is a book of maps. Okay, you can find different maps in atlas book, like the map of a globe and physical map and different countries, continents, etc. Maps can be seen in atlas book. So I told you that there are different types of maps. First one is political map. What is a political map? The map that shows you boundaries of countries, states, capitals, and some important cities are called as political maps. What are the physical maps? So these physical maps on the other hand, they are different. Physical maps show you the resources on the earth's surface like mountains, seas, water bodies, plateaus, plains, etc. and rivers also. Okay, and some map shows you the rivers also. This is also an example of physical map. Okay, and if you see it carefully, you can see the map of a school. They are using different elements on the map that we will discuss. Okay, so see, this is a map of neighborhood. So there are different types of maps. These maps can be shown accurately. Okay, see, I have downloaded the satellite picture of our Apple High School. If you are interested, you can type in the Google and you will get the picture of our Apple High School. Our two blocks can be seen in this picture. So when we are discussing about the elements of map, there are four elements of maps. Main elements are four. What are the four elements? Directions, scale, colors and symbols. So the first one is the directions. Okay, it is very important to know the direction. Yes, so as of you know, there are four main directions: north, south, east and west. These four directions are called cardinal directions. Along with these four cardinal directions, we have four more directions. They are: the direction between north and east is called northeast, The direction between south and east is called southeast. The direction between south and west is called southwest, and the direction between north and west is called as northwest. Okay, these are the 8 directions you must remember, and there are only 4 cardinal direction. If you observe any map, the north direction will be on the top. If you know the north direction, it is easy for us to locate the remaining directions. South will be at the bottom, east towards your right, and west towards your left. Okay, so the next element is scale. What is a scale? So a scale of usually we show the actual distances between the places. It is not possible. Okay, it is not possible to show actual distances on the map. For example, the distance between two cities, two places is 100 kilometers. Is it possible to show 100 kilometers on a map? No. That is why we use a scale of a map. So a scale of a map is the ratio between the distance shown on the map and the actual distance on the ground. Okay. For example, if the distance between two cities is 100 kilometers, we will show it as 1 centimeter. That means the scale of a map is 1 centimeter equals to 100 kilometers. This is called a scale of map, second element. And the third element is colors. So some standard colors are used in maps. For example, brown color for mountains, green color for plains, blue color for water bodies, and yellow color for plateaus. Okay. And the next one is the symbols. The last one is the symbols. So why should we use these symbols? It is easier for us to show features and places of different things by using these standard symbols. For example, if you want to show the river, you can show the symbol of river like that. Everywhere on the map, it is not possible for us to draw river, to write river, or capital. So instead, we use these symbols so that it is easier for us to understand the map. So what is a symbol? A symbol is a shape or sign that is used to represent something. Thank you everyone. I hope everyone understood the major concept of map and why should we prefer using map, right? And I'm recapitulating the things which we have discussed. 4 main things we have discussed. First one is why should we prefer using a map other than instead of globe. Second one, what is a map? What are the different types of maps? Third one, what is an atlas? And the last one, elements of map. What are the main elements of map? Hope you like it. Thank you everyone. Stay home, stay safe.